process of the radiation to me was difficult. To me, the only thing about chemo that was difficult was me losing, you know, my appetite, losing my color, losing my hair, well, turning a different color. And that was and being sick, you know, eating and being sick. That was my What's up, YouTube? This your girl, Sean Mo Nay, and I'm back with another video. So first of all, I want to say I just want to thank everybody for what you've did so far, to support me this far, all the kind words. I just thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect for it to do what it did that night, and to me, it did numbers that night. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a lot right now, but it did numbers that night. People really showed up and showed me some stuff that day. So thank you. As you can see by the title, what this video is about: my journey with cancer and sickle cell. I had got a request to do a video about my sickle cell, and I'm thankful that I got that request and got to talk to that person, because little did they know I had planned to do a sickle cell video myself anyway. I was, you know, so I'm glad and grateful that we got to talk about that. And yeah, so let's get right into it. First of all, I guess I would start with I'll start with my cancer. So in the 7th grade, when I was in the 7th grade, I was about 12 or 13 years old. I developed this cancer called Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hodgkin's lymphoma is cancer that deals with cancer that's in the lymphatic system. And what it does is it limits the body's ability to fight infection. It's rare. So when we found out that I got it, it really surprised me, because, like, you know, it's rare, like less than 2,000 cases of it per year. So, you know, so the lymph nodes in your neck, your groin, under your armpit, they can swell. You can have fatigue, fever, and chills. And those are some of the symptoms or whatever that you need to look for if you think you have that. I'm just telling you what mine was when I had it. I didn't have nothing but a knot, and I can show y'all my scar. I had a knot to come up on this side of my jaw. It was about the size of a quarter. So you know how big a quarter is. About the size of a quarter. And for the longest, you know, I never did just think nothing of it. Because first of all, it started off as a little ant bite. Baby, can you believe that? It started off as the ant bite and grew to the size of a quarter. So you know, I was telling my papa, it didn't hurt or nothing. I was telling my papa and my mom, them, you know, hey, they kept seeing it or whatever, and they finally got me checked out or whatever. And my PCP that at the time, I'm sorry, because this out there. My family doctor at the time, he was kind of must have been going through some stuff himself, y'all, because this man literally wanted to put me on the table and cut open my knot, sir. And I'm so glad, you know, that the Holy Spirit was in the room. God was in my pawpaw. God was in me. God was in the room. And, you know, because if it was not for God being in that room, baby, it might not be no Rashawn right now, because that man wanted to cut that knot open, y'all. Like, seriously. So once we see how he was, my papa, first of all, we switched my family doctor. And of course I was going to Little Rock, Arkansas Children's Hospitals for my sickle cell. So once we told them what was going on with me, they agreed to check the knot out or whatever to see what it was. So what she did, she numbed my knot, and she put a needle in there and she drew out fluid. And when she did that, the knot went down a little bit. So I'm like, oh, this must not be nothing or whatever. So she told us, that when she get the results back in, that she would call or whatever. So, cause if you don't get a phone call, ain't nothing too much wrong with you. They'll call you if something wrong. So we got that phone. My mom got the phone call or whatever, and I just remember, I don't even remember feeling no type of ways funny when she said that we had cancer. I mean, I had cancer. My bad. When she said that I had cancer, I don't remember feeling no ways funny. Like, I don't remember being sad about it. I don't remember crying. I don't remember being mad. I don't remember none of that. And at 12 or 13 years old, you kind of have to go with the flow anyway. So it was like, okay. So I immediately started chemotherapy. Excuse me, I know I'm country. I immediately started chemo, and I lost my hair. I lost my weight, lost my appetite. A lot of foods today that I do not eat, because when I was taking that chemotherapy and trying to eat, baby, it left a bad taste in my mouth. So it's a lot of foods today that I do not eat, simply because that chemotherapy messed me up from it. I know I don't eat church's chicken till today, because it used to be food. It used to be ranch dressing that I used to think about and just be wanting to throw up, just because I remember my experience with it. But I'm good with ranch now, but I don't eat churches till today. So I got smaller. I turned black, and y'all see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm a brown skin. Baby, yes, I was black. I was dark. My fingernails turned dark. I started feeling numbness in my fingernails. Like, woo. I'm just glad to even be here to be able to talk to y'all and tell y'all my experience. And it's just, it brings joy to me to even sit up and talk about it. When I first used to talk about it, I used to get tears in my eyes, just to think about stuff that I went through while having cancer. Like, I got bullied in high school when I had cancer by a teacher, y'all. By a teacher. I'm not gonna put him out there like that. Sweetie, y'all know, because I lost my hair or whatever, so I had to start wearing rags or whatever. And this when I knew that this man was racist. You know what I'm saying? This when I knew that he was racist. So I shout out to my white people. I love y'all. So please don't take that wrong. But this is when I knew that this man was racist. I don't know what was going on. I can't remember exactly what was going on, but I know I had a rag on and I had it tied to the front. And if you've ever bought pancakes or syrup, the lady that's on the front, her name Jemima, Aunt Jemima or something like that. And I didn't know about this woman back then. I didn't never pay attention to syrup bottles and stuff, because I really didn't even eat syrup back then. But anyway, she used to always have a bandana, a bandana and tied to the front all the way. Always just had it on. So one day I was coming through the halls, and I don't know if I had cracked a joke or whatever. I'm a jokester anyway, so whatever joke I cracked, it wasn't bad enough for this man to say what he said. But long story short, basically he told me he would be rude if he called me, if he said I looked like an Aunt Jemima because I had that rag tied around my head like that. First of all, sir, I didn't even have no hair, so why would you joke like that? Why would you play like that? Sorry if I keep looking over there too, because Anyway, I got bullied, but I'm still here. I'm still strong. I go to Little Rock every 3 months now. I go to UAMS in Little Rock, Arkansas, to get my check up on my sickle cell and check up on my cancer. Sometimes I think about Because it came back again. It came back when I was in the 9th grade, and I took radiation that time, and there was a booger. It wasn't as bad as chemo, but the whole process of the radiation to me was difficult. To me, the only thing about chemo that was difficult was me losing, my appetite, losing my color, losing my hair, well, turning a different color. And that was and being sick, eating and being sick. That was my only thing on chemo. But with radiation, I had to literally get my face molded through a plastic mask. Like, they had to mold my face. And every time I would go there, the first time I went, they molded my face and it dried. So every time I would go there, just think, you laying down on a table, operating table, and you getting fastened in all the way around your head. Ain't nothing, you can't see, all of this is fast in. And I'm claustrophobic bad now. I wasn't as bad then, so I sit back and I think and I look back over there. How did I let that happen? How did I allow them to keep me fastened in like that? And I went every day. I used to miss 8th period in high school. So we would leave around about 2 or 2:15 every day, head to Little Rock, me and my daddy or whatever. And, but yeah, that was the worst part about that. You just lay on the table, fastened in, you go in the machine and you just lay there, probably a good 10, 15 minutes. Then you out of there. So I'm like, baby, we used to drive all the way up here for that. Anyway, I thank God. So, 9th grade, like I was saying before, I still go to Little Rock and get checked. Sometime I think, what if it's coming back? And what if it come back? If I'm going to be able to make it like I did when I was younger. Because I don't know too many young people that probably could have made and went through that. Because you have a lot of older people now that get took out by cancer like this. And so I'm just grateful for that. So like, yeah, I don't know. I think about it, but that's when I know I catch myself rubbing my face sometimes. Nays, Rashawn's, you're not growing back, or what's up. And that's where I have to check myself, because if I got so much faith in God, so much faith in the word, why am I questioning it? You know what I'm saying? But we are human. So you'll catch yourself doing this sometime. And I do. But, hey, I'm at a point, I'm in a stage right now. If it does come back, it is what it is. I'm going to still keep being strong, and do what I have to do to get over it. I pray and hope that it don't come back. But if it do, it's just one of them things. So this video getting a little lengthy. Let me get on my sickle cell. So, y'all heard me say a while ago, sickle cell. I've been having sickle cell since birth, and if you don't know what sickle cell is, it's it's inherited. I'm sorry. My mom and my dad, they both had the sickle cell trait, so they let me. I'm their eldest child, so I got the sickle cell disease. Our blood cells are sickled. Where y'all's around, ours are sickled. I will show a picture. It's a defective in the hemoglobin, and that's your blood, of course. And so the cells die and leave a shortage of healthy red blood cells. So that's where the disease come from. That makes it be anemia. It block flow, which is painful. That's why you will hear somebody saying they might be having a sickle cell crisis, because it blocks blood flow. And that's what causes sickle cell crisis. It's rare. Different treatments to help it, but it from what I've heard, it cannot be cured. It can last for years or a lifetime. Certain treatments, are pain medicines, and sometimes people have to go to the hospital. I have to go to the hospital. I ain't gonna speak on people. When I have to go to the hospital and be hospitalized, I have to be on strong pain medication through my IV. That's the only thing that'll stop my pain. And when you think about the pain, it ain't no little headache. It ain't no little stomach ache. It ain't no sprained foot or toothache. Baby, just think about You bone for bone. No blood is getting through there, right? And just think about they rubbing up and down like that. Just think. Just think about two of your bones, no blood flow, and they just constantly rubbing back and forth together like rubber, like, something burning or whatever. Just think about that for a minute. Just like if you have a car and you forget to put oil in your motor. Sweetie, I know about that. You forget to put oil in that motor eventually is gonna break down in your car. Cause that car needs that motor. That motor needs that oil to keep flowing. And what's gonna happen? It's gonna burn up. So that's what I'm saying about the two bones constantly rubbing together with no blood flowing through there. What was on treatment? So yeah, pain medications or blood transfusions. Sometimes you can do the bone marrow transplant. And once I was saying a while ago about the blood flow, also it affects your oxygen. Your oxygen to the cells. They carry the oxygen, and if your blood flow is stopped, it can't carry your oxygen. They stick together and it'll block it or whatever. I have first heard that only black African American people could get sickle cell, but as of 2019 I googled and it was saying that other races can get it, but like I said, it is rare, and I've never heard about it, so I don't know. I also seen on Google that it can be cured, but it would have to be with a stem cell or a bone marrow transplant, but they are rarely did because of all the risk involved. You know what I'm saying? They tell us a lot with sickle cell. I get taught a lot to stay hydrated, to stay warm, and make sure I dress for the weather. A lot of time my problem used to be when I was younger, it'd be like how it was today. I don't know, I'm in Arkansas, but how it was, let me tell you how Arkansas weather is bipolar. So this morning, it was freezing. It was like in the 30s this morning. But around 1 o'clock, baby, started feeling like it was 60, 70 degrees outside. And what I used to do was, I would have on long sleeve shirts for the morning time. But then by the time it started feeling like that at 70-some degrees at that time of the day, I put on a short sleeve shirt and some shorts and go outside. Next couple of days, I'm sick, have to be in the hospital because I can't adapt. My body will not adapt to weather change. Like, I have to pretty much be bundled up at all times. No matter if it's real warm outside, I need an undershirt, I need something, and that's why I kind of hate, that COVID has came, because I've always been the type that would sniff or sneeze or cough, because that's me with the sickle cell. That's me. And now, people get upset at you, sneezing and stuff or whatever. Think you got the coronavirus, and baby, no, it's just that's how I've always been. So but I thank God because I've not been in the hospital in 2 years. Amen. And I have pains. I'm not gonna lie about that. I have some type of pain probably every day, but not probably every day. Every day I have some type of pain, whether it's a headache or whether it's a stomach ache, or I just don't feel good. But I make it because I have no choice but to make it. This me, this my life, and I had to learn it. I always for years I'm in a happy spot now, but I couldn't say that at the beginning of 2020. I couldn't say that I was in a happy spot because I was always constantly on my sickness has hindered me from a lot of stuff, and I've got so much better with that thought, YouTube. but I still, it's still in there. So that's why I say every day I still have to pray. Every day I still have to repent. Every day I still have to know that even though I feel like that I still have to be positive. So, you know, that's my story. That's my story though. With the sickle cell, with the Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer, I hope that I've been a help. Please comment anything that you think I missed or that you would have questions on. I will try my best to answer them. You know, I just pretty much go with the flow. As far as my sickness, I go with it. I take my medicines and I just try to stay bundled up as much as I can. You know, like we got a wood heater in here, a wood fireplace, and my toes are cold right now because of sickle cell. But and then it be like, dang, now you really bipolar. Nah, it's my sickle cell. Cause 1 minute I could be warm or hot, the next minute I'm be cold. It's how my sickle cell do. But yeah, I'm out. I'm finna be out of this thing. Like I said, any questions, please comment. Don't hesitate. Please like and subscribe to this video. Share this video. Yeah. So y'all be breezy, be groovy, and be blessed. Rashawn Monet is out.